In today's video, I'll be talking about screen time and screen time limits. However, before moving forward and talking about the limits, I want to say that it is okay for you to allow your child to watch and have screen time every day if that is what your family needs. One, there's a lot of different options that our children can watch and actually benefit from. What is important is for us to be selective in what we allow our children to watch and not watch. Now, I am with the philosophy that we need to have limits set. There are research out there that says that we shouldn't limit the time or what they watch. However, I am with that philosophy that you should watch what they are going to be watching and limit the amount of screen time that they are going to be having every single day. The other benefit of screen time too is that it's self-care. It gives you a break. Remember, it's always healthier to have a happy mom than a mom that is going crazy. If you are not giving your children screen time every day because you feel like I'm gonna feel guilty, I'm being a bad mom, I can't use it as a babysitter. Yes, sometimes you can use it as a babysitter and there's no problems with that. You should not feel guilty about that. Remember, your children would rather a happy mom than a crazy mom. So taking that time to be alone, do something for yourself, take care of yourself is okay. So now let's talk about limits. Research has shown that screen time can become very addictive. And that's why it's so important for us as parents to have those limits and be firm about them. So your number one step to creating limits in your home is actually you. You need to set boundaries on your usage of screen time. If your children constantly see you watching and using your phone and looking at your phone or using your laptop, and they see that you do not have any limits, when you set those limits for them, they're not going to be too serious about it. Or as they grow up, they're going to do what you did. So make sure that you set limits for your own self before you start setting limits on your children. Now, the second thing that you need to keep in mind, never leave any computers or laptops or TVs in your child's bedroom. The best place to put those kind of screens are in an open space where everybody can be there and it's monitored, and you can reinforce that limit that you have set. Your third step is for you to sit down with your children and actually come to an agreement of your rules of screen time. So for example, in our house, it is only on weekends where they can have an hour of their choice of Knowledge Kids app. They have a lot of shows over there, and my older son likes to watch soccer games, and this is what he usually takes for his screen time. During the week, our screen time is Quran and reading. And those are the only apps that they can use during the week. That is also considered screen time. Keep in mind that each family is different, the needs are different. So if in your family you need to have screen time every single day, that's what you're going to agree on. What is important is that you come to an agreement and you follow through with that agreement. So your final step is to brainstorm some activities and ideas that children can do instead of screen time. So you need to replace that screen time with something that is inviting and maybe time that you will connect with your children, spend time with your children. Also create an area at home that is inviting for play, that will intrigue them to go and explore, maybe go out for a walk, let them play outside. What's important is to replace the screen time with something else, because what ends up happening if you didn't do that, you're going to revert back to letting them take the screen time just because you want them to be doing something, and to reduce the number of time that you might be triggered. So you would just give it back to them and say, yes, you know what, just take another half an hour or an hour of screen time. So make sure that you replace the screen time with something else. I hope you found those tips helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other ideas on how you set limits on screen time.